What do Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Lincoln, and Gandhi all have in common? They all started with the why before they moved on to the how and the what. Everyone asks us how to buy a home, but do you know why you want to buy one first? Do you want a place to live, or do you want to invest in real estate as an asset? Welcome back to My Money Karma's comprehensive series on home ownership. If you haven't watched the first video of this series, where we break down everything you need to know about getting your dream home, do that now. In this video, we will help you answer the most important question about why you want to buy a home in the first place with some easy decision tools. We will show you how to evaluate the role of real estate in your life and in your financial portfolio. We will teach you the simple calculation that you can use to compare your options. Watch this video till the end, and all your anxiety about the process will be calm. Don't forget to subscribe to the My Money Karma's channel, where we bring you the most important and relevant content you need to conduct your personal finance like a millionaire. Meet Kumar. He is 32 years old and works in a tech company in Bangalore. His salary is 75,000 rupees per month and he pays rent of 25,000 rupees per month. He has a wife and a child and would like to settle down in Bangalore, where most of his relatives live. He wants to buy a home so he can live in it. Arjun is also 32 years old. He works in a manufacturing firm in Mumbai. He is single and plans on starting a business in his hometown near Delhi. He wants to buy a home too, but to rent it out and accentuate his cash flows with rental income from his house. While both Kumar and Arjun decides to become homeowners, their whys are very different, and that makes a big difference to the process of buying a home. In India, we have a traditional love affair with property. For most of us, buying a home is the first and most important piece of our financial plan. Regardless of our investment strategy, for most of us, this is a great idea. Your home is a stable and secure asset that will anyway from the biggest part of your asset wealth. But deciding why you want to buy a home has many considerations. So this decision cannot be made based on what everybody else is doing or what we have always done in the past. Do you want to live in your home or use it as an investment? There are two broad categories of decisions to make: personal and financial. First, let's look at the personal consideration. These are not mathematical decisions but more emotional. They deal with the softer side of home ownership and are no less important. It is called home sweet home for a reason. So, here are 4 big questions you need to ask yourself to ensure you are happy and satisfied with your decision. First, does the thought of living in your own home make you proud? In India, owning a home is a symbol of pride and prestige. It should be. Buying a home is a huge commitment and a complex exercise that demonstrates to everyone you have the competence to execute the project, the maturity to sacrifice short-term expenses and take on the long-term responsibility of this asset, and the financial acumen to make all the right decisions that make this a golden investment. Second, what stage of life are you in? If you are like Kumar, looking to settle down with your family and start building your future from a base of certainty, buying a home is the natural next step. If your near future involves many different projects that excites you, then a home to live in might not be a top priority. There is no age at which this stage is defined. It is simply a function of which activities, places, and future inspires you at the moment. Third, how much stability and security do you crave? Your rented apartment is full of uncertainties. If your lease may not be renewed, the rents might go up beyond your budget. You cannot take your home for granted, and that can be a stressful thought. On your other hand, it might not energize you. For example, if you would like to move often in search for a better career opportunities, in that case, being tied down to your home would be more stressful than the uncertainty of your rental. Fourth, how much do you want your home to be your home? This question is for you if you make a big distinction between a house and a home. In a rental, there is a limit to how much your landlord will let you change. How personalized do you want your personal space to be? A few paintings and pictures here and there might be okay. A different color of paint on the wall, but what about the open kitchen and the island counter? If you have a clear idea of what your dream home is, maybe it is a time to start building it rather than looking for others to rent it to you. When these affairs of heart are fixed, it is the time to mind to come into play. Buying a home or an investment property is a very strongly a financial decision. A home will be most likely to be your biggest asset, so it needs to disproportionate amount of your decision-making effort. Here are 4 questions every financial expert asks. First, it is more profitable to rent or buy? This is likely the most important calculation involved in choosing, especially for your first home. So, we have dedicated video on this topic. Make sure you check it out. We'll take you through a detailed example. Broadly, buying a home involves large upfront cost, recurring EMIs, maintenance and insurance, and a potential growth-based upside at the end. Renting involves small upfront cost, large recurring rental payments, and potential opportunity cost if housing prices appreciate over the years. A simple calculator will help you evaluate this decision. If you can estimate the value of the property, rent, home loan interest rates, market movements, and how long you expect to stay in the home. Second, do you have the required finances to buy your dream home? There is often a gap between how much you want and how much you can afford. Your affordability isn't just about how much money you have for a down payment on the house. For example, your credit score, the type of the property, the valuation all impact how much of a home loan you are eligible for. Similarly, a mixture of your profile and the market will define your interest rate and therefore your EMIs. Finally, buying costs, insurance, maintenance, and duties all add up. So you need to audit your available finances before you even decide to buy. Third, what is the property market situation right now? Property markets are misleading because people believe they only refer to the housing prices. In reality, the market impacts your financial decision in 3 different ways, only one of which is the state of housing prices. Rental yields also vary with time and across geographies and sectors. So, you need to understand the rental market situation. Most importantly, interest rates in the market fluctuate with time. These have a direct impact on your home loan and the EMIs you are liable to pay. Fourth, what are the tax implications of owning a home? Base costs like stamp duty, registration, and GST would add up to 13% of the price of your home. This is a huge tax implication that home buyers consider far too late. Additionally, depending on when you sell your home, you are liable to a 15% short-term capital gain tax or a 20% long-term capital gain tax over and above the property taxes you pay regularly, ranging from 5% to 20%. There is some relief though through ATC investment and Section 24B that allow you to get a tax break. After going through all these questions, Kumar has decided to buy a home to live in. His reasons are both personal as well as financial. Home loans are actually easier if you are going to live in the home. He can start building his equity and dream home from a very young age. He doesn't have the risk appetite to worry about the liabilities of renters in terms of legal risk and maintenance costs. Mostly, He has lived through some of the housing bubbles and market crashes of the recent past. And he knows that as an investment, property, his real estate asset, would be completely tied up with the market situation. If the housing market crashes, he still has a home as long as it is not mortgaged. Whereas as an investor, he would have to decide to sell at a loss or hold while incurring a huge opportunity cost. Arjun, on the other hand, has decided to buy a home as an investment property. As a financial decision, he is very happy with the flexibility this gives him. He can now look up market prices and choose location based on where market appreciation is highest. He doesn't need to restrict his search to places where he lives and works. He can wait and get the best deals without the urgency of having to move in immediately. He can also be highly flexible with the kind of property choosing assets based entirely on growth and rental yield and not on his personal preferences. In fact, all of real estate fastest growing new sector become options, including high growth verticals like commercial properties, co-working, co-living and others. Mostly though, he appreciates the flexibility in his personal life, leaving him free to travel for work and leisure at will. In conclusion, why you want to buy a home is a deeply personal decision without any fixed answers. We hope this video has given you a framework to understand how to think about this decision and make the best one for your particular needs. Once you have made this all-important choice, many of your next tasks will quickly fall into place. Check out the next video in this series, where we will help you fix your sight on exactly what sort of property is right for you. Living on our channel is rent-free. So remember to subscribe to our channel and systematically watch all the videos in this comprehensive series on home ownership. Buying a home should be an exciting journey, not filled with anxiety and uncertainty. We'll make sure it is as simple, enjoyable, and profitable as you deserve. Thanks and goodbye.